Yes, this is the word of the Lord. There is still going to be more airline crash.
An Air Canada, one of those express jets, pretty small, hit a fire truck as it was coming in for a landing, and the pilot and co-pilot are dead. And
even more emergencies.
We're at a nearby beach. Take a look. You can see the aircraft there with some of the passengers standing on the beach. There were 55 people on board, and amazingly, no one was hurt. Officials say the plane was making an emergency landing due to a technical issue.
Greetings to you viewers all over the world. This is God Voice TV channel. Welcome to the House of Ethiel, a spirit from God. On the 5th of February 2026, the man of God, Prophet febrauray, gave a prophetic word to the airlines. Let us listen to what the prophet said and how it came to pass.
Yes, this is the word of the Lord. There is still going to be more airline crash, even more emergencies landing. Because, as I said before, this year is coming from 2019, it's an extension to 2026.
So I'm Mark Wilson.
And I'm Allie Corey. Thanks for being with us. Well, a devastating loss for a Venice-based missionary group tonight. The CEO of Agape Flights confirms one of its planes crashed in Haiti, and there are no survivors. Let's bring in Fox 13's Kylie Jones. She's in our newsroom tonight with the latest developments on this tragedy. Kylie, this is such a blow to an organization that is just dedicated to helping others.
Yeah, absolutely. Their focus has always been on others, Allie. Well, now it's kind of on themselves. They're asking for some prayers and thoughts. The Christian aid organization hasn't released the number of people who were on the plane, but they believe that everybody on board was killed, sadly. Then the CEO of Agape Flights, he shared a very emotional and tearful update this afternoon.
We begin tonight with that deadly collision between an Air Canada jet and a fire truck at New York's LaGuardia Airport, killing both pilots on board and now sparking a major investigation into what went wrong. This new video showing the moment, look closely, the plane slams right into the fire truck as it came in for a landing, sending debris flying everywhere. And you can see here in the light of day the mangled wreckage of that plane. Investigators are now on the ground. The big question: did air traffic controllers make a fatal mistake? In a moment, you'll hear audio of one of the controllers saying, quote, he messed up. That crash impacting an air travel system already in disarray. You can see the cancellations across these boards. And there are still those brutally long lines at airports. The White House today surging ICE agents to airports. You can see them here at the terminals around the country to help the short-staffed TSA. But are they doing anything? And we're also tracking another deadly incident. This video showing the moment a Colombian military plane went down, and tonight dozens are now feared dead. We'll cover all of this tonight. We start with Sam Brock live at LaGuardia for us.
Tonight, an excruciating first look at the collision at LaGuardia Airport. You can see this Air Canada Express regional jet coming down the runway, then about 2/3 of the way down, plowing into a Port Authority rescue and firefighting vehicle. Slamming into it so hard, it sheared off the aircraft's nose, killing the two pilots.
They just lifted in the air. Holy.
About 40 people were taken to the hospital, including Joe and his fiancée Peyton.
We're jolted forward, but immediately, maybe a second or two later, it felt like a crash. Felt these two pilots who unfortunately lost their lives did everything in their power to stop the plane and slow it down at the very last minute when they saw the fire truck there. And
he took this video moments after getting off the plane. You can see people climbing out on the wing. Air traffic control recordings revealed the truck had just requested permission to cross runway 4, trying to make its way to another plane that had just declared an emergency because of an odor on board.
Truck 1 and Company LaGuardia Tower requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
A controller giving the go-ahead.
Truck 1 and Company cross 4 at Delta. Truck 1 and Company crossing 4 at Delta.
Then seconds later, this urgent plea.
Stop, 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 Truck 1, stop, stop, stop.
And later in the recording, this.
We were dealing with an emergency earlier. I messed up. No, man, you did the best you could.
Jack Cabot was sitting in seat 18A.
The scary moment was when the plane tipped from being, it was nose in the ground on the original photos that you'll see, and then it kind of like the front of the plane fell off, and then that caused the weight imbalance to kind of shoot the plane up. and there was people exiting the plane as that was happening.
The NTSB and FAA both on the ground investigating, as two sources tell NBC News the controller at LaGuardia was doing two positions at the time of the accident.
I know you're also tracking another plane crash, this time in Colombia, and there are devastating images of the aftermath.
Yeah, that's right. This was a Colombian Air Force C-130 that crashed after takeoff in the southern Amazon region. 125 people were on board. The military there reports 71 have been rescued. Dozens, though, still unaccounted for. At least one person is known to have died, Tom.
All right, Tom Costello for us.
A passenger plane overshot a runway in Somali's main airport yesterday and ended up in the water at a nearby beach. Take a look. You can see the aircraft there with some of the passengers standing on the beach. There were 55 people on board, and amazingly, no one was hurt. Officials say the plane was making an emergency landing due to a technical issue when it overran the runway and landed in the Indian Ocean.